everybody, welcome to AZ Framing, and in this video I'm going to explain you the way I frame arch opening. First of all, I want to show you the print. As you can see, we have a dining room in this area, and we have one 2x4 wall with 6 foot 1 inch wide arch opening, and another 2x4 wall with exactly the same arch. Okay, on the same page we have also arch opening details, and these details are gonna give us a little bit more information about our arch. Well, as I mentioned before, we have 6 foot 1 width of our opening. Then from the bottom, from the floor to the point where my arch begins, we have 6 foot 8 inches. Then from that point to the top of the arch we have 15 inches. And here I want to mention that though it's called arch opening, it's actually not the full arch, because you see we have a straight line on top, and I would call it probably something like opening with rounded corners. And as you see, we have 15 inches radius. And I want to mention also that anytime I need to frame arch opening, I always try to make the height 1.5 inches bigger than my print says. So in our case we have 7 foot 11 inches total from the subfloor to the top. So for me that means that I frame the wall with the height of the opening 8 foot and 1/2 inch. The reason I do so because over here I'm gonna use a plywood, a rib of the plywood, and that rib on this area is gonna be 1.5 inches. So once I nail this rib, once I'm done with the opening, I'm gonna have whatever the print says. So that's gonna be 7 foot 11 inches. Well, that's it about our details, so let's go ahead and frame our arch. Okay guys, I got one piece of plywood kind of pre-cut. So we have the width, it's a rib of the plywood, I have 16.5 inches. And what I did, I have 1.5 inch mark here, the same over there, and I snap the line 1.5 inch. Now, as you remember, we have our opening 6 foot and 1 inch. So we're gonna put a mark here. We'll do the same like that. Now, if you remember in the print, we have our radius 15 inches. So that's mean for us that what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and measure from this side 15 inches like that. And I already know it's gonna be, my nail's gonna be here. I put the nail because my rib is 16.5 inches, and that because I want to have this 1.5 inches extra for the nailer, and you will see that later. So basically from this line I have the same 15 inches like that. So once I have this mark over here, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my tape measure, hook it up like that, and I can kind of draw my arch opening. So we do like that. Okay. So the next thing, what I'm gonna do the same in that corner, and then we can use the saw and cut it. So we're gonna need this piece. Let me show you how I'm gonna cut it. I use a circular saw for that. Maybe that's an option to use a jigsaw, but I don't keep it in my van. So as you see, like I made like kind of not the full cut, I'm gonna do it again, but now it's gonna be all the way through. So let me draw the arch over here. Let me cut it. I'll show you what's gonna be next. Alright, so we cut our first piece of plywood, as you can see here. And now next thing what I'm gonna do, because I know that for every arch I need at least 2 pieces of the plywood. And I have 3 arches in this house. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this piece, the first piece, as a guide. I'm gonna take the plywood, a line like that, and I'm gonna simply draw the line. Let me cut it and I'll be back again. Alright, we have our 2 pieces ready to go, as you can see. And what I've done also, I took a piece of 2x4 and I cut it the same width that my opening is going to be, in our case 6 foot 1 inch, and I rip it. I made it 2.5 inches. And the reason we have 2.5 inches because our arch is going to be in 2x4 wall. So we're gonna have on both sides plywood, 1/2 inch plywood, and 2.5 inches of the lumber. So total is gonna be 3.5. That's exactly what we need. So we got that. I'm gonna put it like that. I'm gonna take a piece of plywood I cut, and I'm gonna use a staple gun and 1.5 inch staples, because the last chance I'm gonna split anything. We align one side and we just staple it. Okay, as you can see, that side is ready. So the way I did it, I took another piece of 2.5 ribbed 2x4 and I put it in a line in my arch, and I take a pencil and draw the line like that. And it's kind of hard to make this cut, so I'm gonna make it straight like that. Okay, come over here. So we're gonna take our piece like that, and we're gonna staple it on both sides. Now the other piece that I have from after cutting this one, I'm gonna put inside. Again, we're gonna try to align like that. Nothing. This is again like 2.5 piece of 2x4. Like that, and we staple it on both sides. Okay, now we are ready to take it to our opening we framed before, and we're gonna nail it down. We'll be done. Okay, as you can see, we got our arch where it's supposed to be. So that's actually the reason to have, if you remember, I was talking about 16.5 instead of 15 inches rib, because we put the nailer here. Now we make it to align our plywood with our 2x4. We can nail it like that. And we do as well here.
done. Thank you for watching.